Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. John Reynolds on the camera. Dwayne Hewlett talking to you right now. Right now, if things go as they appear they're going to go, we will be set up for a championship game on the last game of the day here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, as Havana and North Fulton sit currently at 3-0 for each one of them. The Spartans have 1 win. West Hancock has 2 wins and a loss. BPC has 1 win and 2 losses. And West Central and A-Town both are 0-3. So it is BPC and A-Town in this one. A-Town came to Bushnell Prairie City earlier this year and got the loss. And BPC trying to get win number 2 on the season against A-Town. And right now we have 2 of the hardest working concession stand employees in all of McDonough County. Abby Nelson and Presley Brandt are with us.
Yes.
Ladies, are you guys having fun over there working a concession stand?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Okay. Abby is the setter
Yep.
for the Fresh Soft team. Presley is a defensive specialist
Yep.
for the JV Fresh Soft, whatever you want
Yeah.
to call it. Presley, is that your mom that's down there helping?
Yes, that is.
So you can't even get away from her when you come to school?
Nope, she's been working hard all day, though, so, I mean, can't really complain.
Well, I guess if she's going to work hard, you have to give her some credit, right?
Yes.
So one of the Kelly Sears used to help with helps me with basketball occasionally. He's done
Yeah.
basketball games here. And one of the things he always said he missed in the last 5 or 10 years was the popcorn machine not being in the gym. But now, what is sitting down there in the corner of the gym?
The
popcorn
popcorn
machine.
machine.
That's right. So Kelly Sears be able to get popcorn if he comes back to Bushnell this year.
Yes.
Has your mom been handling the popcorn, or have you guys been popping
because
popcorn?
I don't want to burn it, so.
Yeah, and
She's
I
been
don't
doing
want to
it.
burn myself, so I just
So Abby doesn't care about the popcorn. She only cares about herself. Presley doesn't care about herself, but only cares about the popcorn.
Yes.
pretty much. That definitely describes our relationship with each other.
Well, you guys have not had the best, I guess, of JV seasons, but it seems like you're improving
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yes.
Has that kind of been the key for you guys as you came into this year, knowing that you wanted to
Yeah.
improve throughout the year?
I mean,
Yeah.
coming from like the pandemic and stuff, like for our 8th grade year, we didn't get to learn much, and we had a very short season last year. So like this was kind of a fresh start for us.
Yep.
And since we only have 2 sophomores, our team's pretty much made of freshmen. So where we're going against teams that have actual sophomores, and we have 2. So
Yep.
Yeah, how much did the pandemic hurt you guys,
A
volleyball-wise,
lot,
you
a
think?
lot. All of our
Because-
girls were down, really, because of the pandemic, and
we didn't think we were gonna have an 8th grade night, and that's like something really important that we've always like wanted to have
Yes.
during junior high.
Well, what do you think of this tournament? I know you guys aren't playing in this one, but did you guys go to West Prairie for their – you didn't go for their JV tournament,
no,
did you?
no.
So 5 games in a day, 5 matches in a day. Does that sound like fun or a lot of work?
It sounds like fun, but I mean, it is a lot of work as well. But I mean, I think we just look forward to actually like getting to play, and yeah, like
Yeah, and us working, too much work. I don't like it.
So how did you guys get roped into working? Is this the volleyball team doing this?
Yeah, it's because we're the like our school's the host, so the JV team is hosting it along with like some like staff members and stuff helping.
So is somebody doing a concession stand in the junior high too?
there is no concession stand
yeah.
in the junior high, so
It's just here.
everyone from the junior high comes to the high school.
And
for the
going
concession.
to the junior
So you
high.
guys
it
are
was like a
super busy
flashback.
then.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's a flashback when you go over there?
yeah, because like we didn't go over there last year.
Yeah.
All right, well, ladies, I'll let you get back to work. I don't want Missy to be slaving away by herself down there too much.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Abby Nelson and Presley Brandt. As we get ready to go here for varsity action between BPC and A-Town. BPC comes in 1-2 in the tournament. A-Town comes in 0-3. Was a close match, but a 2-set win for BPC in their first appearance here for A-Town and BPC. It looks like we've changed the rotation a little bit again here. as Gustafson's going to start in the front row. It's going to be Nagel serving for A-Town, and she gets an ace right off the bat. 1-0. A-Town with the lead here early in set number 1. And the attack goes out of bounds for BPC, a hitting error. Nagel gets her second service point, and it's 2-0. Piper can't control Lentini's hit. Lentini gets a kill, and BPC gets a side out, and Gustafson's going to go back to serve here for the first service attempt for BPC. Nagel, a bump set, goes to Cooper. She's going to hit it across. Gustafson's there. Rodefer to Gilfillan. Nagel tracks it down. Cooper's going to send it into the net, and that's going to be 4 hits. And it's evened up at 2 apiece as Taylor Gustafson gets the first service point of the game for BPC. Short serve, just barely out. The referee's called out. Mr. Butcher sitting on the bench over there thought it was in, but it's out nonetheless. Back to serve is number 22, Maddie Stevens for the Commandos. Gilfillan with the hit. Roberts with the dig. It's going to be pushed across. Lentini's going to send it right back across. Roberts. Nagel tracks it down. Roberts bumps it across. Gilfillan takes the bump set from Roberts and drives it home for a kill. Roberts didn't have much of a choice. She had to just try to get it across. It was the third hit, so she did get it across. But it is a kill for Gilfillan. Aaron Jackson back to serve for BPC. Right across. Nagel digs it. Cooper's going to push it across and out. A hitting error results in a point for Jackson and the first lead for BPC. Roberts with the dig, goes out to Cooper on the back set, and it's a block by Lentini, and a point for BPC, and Aaron Jackson gets her second, and it's 5-3. And an ace for Aaron Jackson in front of a diving Gracie Chatterton. Nagel sets Hensley. Gilfillan gets the kill as she tipped it across, and Hensley blocked it down to the net. Another point for Aaron Jackson. BPC leads 6-3. That's in, an ace for the junior from BPC, and it's 7-3. Cooper with the attack, goes back across on an overpass. Lentini from Rodefer, and Lentini gets another kill. Another point for Jackson, and it's 8-3. Chatterton, now it's going to be Gilfillan. Piper with the dig. Nagel with the back set to Hensley. It's off the block and it falls. Hensley gets the kill for A-Town as they get the side out finally. Trailing 8-4 now. Back to serve is number 25, Riley Cooper. And an ace for Cooper as it went right in the middle of Strange and Rodefer. Rotifer's going to tip it across and get a kill. That's about as soft of a kill as you'll ever see, but she gets it nonetheless. And Janet Lentini back to serve for BPC. They lead 10-4. 10-5, I guess. How my scoreboard isn't keeping up again. Gilfillan taps it across. Nagel now. Gustafson there. Jackson's going to push it deep right corner. Cooper's back there. Nagel's going to set near side to Roberts. Gilfillan sends it across. Now it's going to come to Piper, I do believe. It was Piper. And Piper's going to get the kill for the Tornadoes and decide out. 10-6. Back to serve is Brianna Hensley. Gustafson with the hit. It's pushed right back across. Jackson pushes it right back across. Cooper. Now Hensley to Roberts. It's blocked. Gilfillan pushes across. Hensley with the dig. Hit. Dug by Gustafson. Hit by Strange. Off the block and out of bounds. A kill for Ashanti Strange. And a side out for BPC. They lead 11-6 here in set number 1 of the 6th game of the day. It's the 4th game for each one of these two teams. Nagel with the hit into the net. And Gilfillan gets the point. Nagel with the hit into the net again. Another point for Gilfillan. Kendra Hendricks into set for A-Town. That ends up being an unsettable pass. And Gilfillan gets another point. We'll give her an ace because nobody hit it again. A timeout on the floor. Charge to A-Town, and we'll take a break as well here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance in the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. Game brought to you by Heil Enterprise and Heil Trucking. They can take your product down the road near or far, and also offers top-notch heavy-duty truck repair and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis south of Prairie City, or call them at 775-3333. Rotifer sends it across, and a kill for Rotifer. Her second. Both of them have been tip kills. 4th service point for Gilfillan, and it's 15-6, excuse me. Off the block, Courtney Oakman abuses it, and it gets her first kill of the contest. It's 16-6 now. BPC with the lead. Gilfillan with her 5th service point. Suter, Jackson, Ashanti Strange, dug by Chatterton. Piper on the hit, and a block, but out of bounds. Oakman got up for the block, but the big hit by Piper results in a kill as the blocking error sent the ball out of bounds, a side out to the Tornadoes. Back to serve is Jesse Roberts, number 18 for the Tornadoes. An ace for Roberts. (16-8) is the score. Oakman with the hit. Oakman with another hit. Dug out, but they can't get it over. 4 hits. Side out to BPC. 17-8's the score. Katie Rotifer going back to serve for the first time here and set number 1 of this contest. Nagel with the attack. Rotifer knocks it out of bounds, reaching in front of Suter. It's a side out. Nagel will get a kill. Checking in to serve for A-Town is number 3, who I think it's number 3. Maybe it's number 2. I can't see the number. Oakman with the tip. And a lack of communication. Oh, it's number 7, excuse me. That's Lauren Zuko. Back to serve for BPC is Ashanti Strange. Lentini, big time block. Jackson sends it across. Roberts, now Bowman. Middle to Oakman. Blocked, sent across by Jackson. Dug by Piper, sent across by Cooper. Strange. Out to Lentini. She has to hold up for it. Right to Piper. Kendra Hendricks with that set. That's going to go to Oakman, and she's going to hit it across right at Piper again. It's going to be tipped out. I think it was going out, but Lentini didn't know. She went after it in a hurry. And a side out to the Tornadoes. Back to serve. Number 26, Malaya Nagel. Oakman on the attack, and it's a kill for the senior. And it's 19-10. Oakman gets her second kill. Gustafson with the serve. Hensley's going to set far side. Shooting for Sophia Kern, and it's a hitting error. It's 20-10. Gustafson gets the point, her second. Checking in for the Tornadoes, number 22, Maddie Stevens, replacing Kern. Gustafson right at Piper. Nagel back to Stevens of the Maddie variety. Lentini pushes across. Nagel. Cooper pushes across. Strange is there. Now to Lentini, who has to bump it. Piper comes and gets it. Nagel now is going to set near side to Roberts. And it's going to be a hitting error. As I think Roberts was actually a back row player. She couldn't come up and attack it in front of the 10-foot line. But at any rate, that's how set number 1 will end. BPC 21, A-Town 10. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live in just a second.
I have my certificate in vestibular rehabilitation, which focuses on patients with dizziness and balance disorders. It's been very rewarding because a lot of times it's a very short-lived treatment plan, and the patient has remarkable results in a small amount of time.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. Game being brought to you by Hensley Grain and Rural Bushnell. They've been have a history of taking an active role in the Bushnell Prairie City School District, and especially Spartan Athletics. Good luck, Spartans, in 2021. Enjoy your fall campaign. Good Hope Gardens, located at 445 East Main Street in Good Hope. Open April through October for all of your fresh produce needs. Be sure to follow their Facebook page for updates, and they currently have pumpkins and other fall goodies available. Grover, Mary Jo DeCounter, and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. And Rosie's Pizza Rosie's Pizza offers something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. And a community news brief for all your local news. Subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can also receive Monday and Wednesday's editions by email. All of this for only $42 per year or $38 per year if you're 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville. And MTC Communications, having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in 2021. MTC Communications offers lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet, video, phone service, and camera systems to the McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas. Visit mtc.crowdfiber.com to check your availability. And getting ready for set number 2 as BPC won set 1, 21-10. Taylor Gustafson back to serve for BPC. And it lands in as Nagel gets the kill to start things off for the Tornadoes. She'll go back to serve. Gilfillan hits it across. Now it's going to be number 2, Mallory Kistler, with the kill. And I was wondering why John Reynolds wasn't talking. I didn't have his microphone turned on. Sorry about that, John.
You're all good,
I was like, why is he so silent over there? I forgot when the girls were talking, we turned your microphone off, and I never turned it back on. Gilfillan with the kill, and BPC gets the serve back, down 1 at 2-1, and Aaron Jackson goes back to serve. Set goes back to Kistler, and a little lack of communication again for BPC as they got maybe a little too excited about that game 1 win, John, and struggling a little bit at the start of game 2.
Yep, as the Tornadoes have been able to get out to an early lead here, up 3-1 in set number 2.
Taylor Gustafson receives the serve from Maddie Stevens. Nagel's going to set to Cooper, who bumps it across. Ashanti Strange. Jackson gives it to Gilfillan. Nagel's there. Cooper with the hit way deep and out of bounds, all the way up to the top and around. It rolled the rim of the tunnel, and it's a hitting error nonetheless, and it'll be a side out. Suter in to serve for BPC. Elizabeth Suter with her team trailing 4-2. And Hensley with the kill, excuse me. And Cooper back to serve for the Tornadoes. Gustafson with an overpass. It's going to go out to Ashanti Strange on the bump set. Chatterton was there. It's going to be pushed across. Jackson. Rodefer to Gilfillan. Cooper is there. Right back across to Rodefer. Now deep and out of play. It was on the attack was Piper. And it will be Gilfillan back to serve for BPC. Her team trailing by 2, 5-3, as they need to get settled back in here. And set number 2, they won set 1, 21-10. Short serve. Oakman's going to return it. Cooper now. Nagel is going to go to Roberts. It's tipped. Jackson's going to send it across. Chatterton back set Hensley from Nagel now, and Gilfillan can't do anything with it. Hensley's going to get another kill. And it's 6-3, and back to serve will be the aforementioned Brianna Hensley. Jackson to Ashanti Strange off the block, and a kill for Ashanti Strange. Her second, and it's 6-4. It's back and forth. There's been a little bit of this in this last couple matches, hasn't there?
Yep, the last match between Havana and Abingdon was a very back and forth.
Hensley sets near side to Nagel, the left hand, and Bowman can't get to it. 7-4. Back to serve is Jesse Roberts. Their team up by 3, 7-4. Oakman with the hit. And hit air because Piper was going to try and send it right down the net, which was a good idea, but she couldn't make it work. So it's going to be 7-5, and back to serve is Ashanti Strange. Cooper, and then Hensley, who's setting, couldn't get to it, and Ashanti Strange is going to get the point for BPC. And that one goes into the net. So it's back to a 2-point lead, 8-6 after the service error, and Piper going back to serve. Brooke Piper for A-Town, and she serves it into the net. Anything you can do, I can do better. Anything I can do, or you can do, I can do better than you. How's that go? Is that something like that?
Sounds pretty right.
Gustafson checks back in for BPC, trailing by 1. They've won a complete rotation already, and it's 8-7. And she's going to serve it into the net.
It's a little bit of a streak going here.
Yeah, this streak could end sometime soon. Preferably not right now. Let's do one more and then go back to it. I'd be okay with that. But Nagel probably will not have that problem, I don't think. She does not. Strange. Lentini's going to push it. Roberts was there. And Kistler, I think, I'm not sure if that was Hensley. I think we'll give it to Hensley. She's the one that was over there. So Hensley with the kill. Lentini with the push. It's 10-7. And a hitting error gives the ball back to BPC. Erin Jackson set to serve again now. She's the one that kind of broke things open in the last match.
Had a really long streak.
Last set, I should say. Yeah, nice long streak, as John said, and this time we'll see if she can make something happen. Lentini now on the attack. It's Doug. Gilfillan's going to push it right back. Bump set to Cooper. She hits it deep, and it's out. I don't think anybody touched it. Yeah, Gustafson tried to touch it, but she couldn't reach it, and it's a hitting error. Sometimes failure is a good thing, and that was one of those times.
Yep, just wasn't tall enough to quite reach that one.
Gilfillan from Lentini, and Gilfillan gets a kill, and we're back knotted at 10. Assist to Lentini is not something you hear very often.
It's usually all part of the action up there in the front row.
And Gustafson's down there dancing in between points. She must be feeling pretty good about right now. Jackson to Cooper. It's going to go right back to Cooper on the tip. Ashanti Strange is there. Lentini. It's blocked by, I think it was Cooper. I'll give Cooper the block. And a side out. And the lead back to A-Town. Back to serve is Maddie Stevens. Strange. Lentini on the hit and the kill. Janet Lentini from the right side on the serve receive gets the kill, and she's going back to serve. That's her third kill of the match. Deep and just about 6 inches too long. Would have been great placement if it was 6 inches shorter.
Yep, didn't miss by much by Lentini.
Jackson's going to set to Strange on the attack. It's Roberts. Nagel's going to back set to Piper. Jackson's going to go back to Strange again. She's going to bump it across. Chatterton's there. Back set to Hensley. Gustafson's there. Gilfillan sends it across. Nagel now is going to come near side to Roberts, and she's going to have a hitting error. And it'll be back to 12-12. I shouldn't say back to 12-12. It'll be tied again, this time at 12-12. It was tied at 10, tied at 11. Now it's tied at 12. Gustafson takes a seat. Oakman's back in. Gilfillan back to serve for BPC. Cooper with the dig. A set's going to go to Hensley, Jackson, Rodefer, Oakman. Nice dig by Chatterton. A one-handed dig. Got it up and playable. Oakman with another kill, and that one is in as she went up and smacked it down to the back corner, I should say. I'll get it out in a second. Oakman with her third kill. Gilfillan with her 6th point of the contest, just her first here of game number 2, and BPC has their first lead of game 2. Nagel's going to back set to Piper. Gilfillan is there. Jackson, Strange, Roberts, and that's just a passing error, not a kill. That should have been received, and it was. She really just caught it. Gilfillan gets another point. And it's 14-12. And a timeout on the floor charged to the Tornadoes. We'll take a break as well and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH right after this.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
And welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. This game being brought to you by M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks at 41 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or on the web at mbfurniturinc.com. You can also call them at 309-772-2111. 14-12, Gilfillan still at serve. Jackson's going to push it across, right to Nagel. Piper on the hit, blocked by Oakman, but it'll fall, and Piper gets the kill. As she abused the block, as I like to say, and took advantage to get a side out. Her team closes back in. Jackson's going to go back set to Oakman. Oakman is Chatterton, and then Roberts got to it. Couldn't do anything with it. A side out to BPC. Katie Rodefer, the senior, back to serve now. She's not got a service point in this contest. Hensley takes a seat. Nagel, Chatterton, Piper. Oakman on the attack. Cooper's there. That was Strange. Now it goes back to Nagel. Suter. Back to Oakman on the back set. And it pushed across by Strange. A great job by Jackson and Rodefer. Now Oakman's going to get the tip and the kill. Give Oakman 4 kills now. Katie Rodefer, her first service point. BPC's opened a 16-13 advantage, and that was a service error, served out. Served back to the Tornadoes, and Jesse Roberts. Checking in for the Tornadoes is Mallory Kistler. Roberts gets a point and an ace as Bowman can't control it. At 16-15. And she serves it into the net. A service error gives BPC the serve. Ashanti Strange going back to serve now as Lentini comes back in. Suter goes out. Nagel sets to Kistler, and Kistler and hitting error. And BPC leads 18-15 in a race to 21 here in set number 2. Piper with the kill. Piper back to serve now. It's out of play. Deep and unplayable. Something like that, as Greg Phelps likes to say.
Down into the tunnel it goes.
That tunnel is only about 6 or 8 feet wide, 8 feet wide probably. And there's a big stanchion for the basketball hoop sitting right in front of it. And that ball finds that tunnel so many times. Yep. It's unbelievable. Gustafson serves it into the net. Back to serve will be number 26, Malaya Nagel. Strange, Rotifer, Gilfillan's going to push it across. Nagel's there. It's going to be pushed across. Strange, Rotifer. Deep and out on the attack from Lentini. Gustafson. A tip by Lentini into the net. And it was nothing they could do with it. A tip kill.
We've reached match point here, Dwayne.
We have. It's 20-18. Aaron Jackson back to serve. Piper, no, that's Hensley, excuse me. Hensley is going to get the kill, her 5th. And it either is going to overtime or it's going to end right here. End to serve will be Maddie Stevens. If BPC can serve, receive, and get a side out, it's over. If they can't, we're going extra. Gustafson, Gilfillan. Nagel hit it, then to Piper. Hensley bumps it across. Strange, Jackson, Lentini, Stevens for A-Town. Now it's going to come to Roberts. Gustafson's there. Jackson, Rotifer sends it across, and it falls. And that's how set number 2 will end, 21-19. This will be the post-game show brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. They offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events Live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer your Spartans on to victory. So unofficially, I don't know if I missed any of these or not, but the the Tornadoes scored 29 points. They only scored 6 offensive points. That means that the other 13 were on, or the other 23 were on side outs. That's rather amazing.
Yeah.
BPC ended the game with 4, 8, 12, 14, 16 kills. Aaron Jackson had 7 service points and 2 aces. Katie Rotifer 1 point and 2 kills. Taylor Gustafson 2 points. Elizabeth Gilfillan 7 points, an ace and 4 kills. Courtney Oakman 4 kills. Ashanti Strange 2 kills and 2 points. Janet Lentini a block and 4 kills. For A-Town, it was Malia Nagel with 3 points, an ace and 2 kills. Jesse Roberts had 2 points, including 2 aces. Riley Cooper had 1 point, 1 ace, and 1 block. Brooke Piper had 4 kills, and Brianna Hensley had 5 kills. That's how we end up 21-10, 21-19. BPC improves to 2-2 in the tournament A-Town falls to 0-4. We'll take a break, and our next stream will be back as we get ready to have BPC and North Fulton here in the 7th game of the day. We'll be back. Thanks for joining us here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.